Okay, welcome. And so today we're going to do an example. I'm going to show you how to find the range of a function using the graphing calculator. And so I'm going to use an example to show you what I mean. I'm going to walk you through how to do this. It's very easy, okay? And once you do it a few times, you'll be fine. So I'm going to use this function here. So we've got y equals this, okay? I'm going to find the range of values using the calculator. So what I did was I entered the function in the calculator. I'm assuming you guys know how to do that by now. And so once I put it into the calculator, now I'm just going to graph the function. Okay. Now my window's off, so I'm going to go to my zoom and I'm going to go to standard. So I'm just going to hit 6. And now it's going to graph it differently. Okay, now it didn't show up. Okay, so what do? Well, you got to play around with the window. And so let's see here. So let's do this. Okay, so that's what I did. So what I did was I just went to my window and I chose those numbers. And so what did I do? Well, I said, well, it can't be 0, right? Can't be negative. X can't be 0 or negative, because you can't have negative values under the square root, and you can't have 0 in the denominator here. So I know it has to be positive values of x. So I chose an easy value. So I said, okay, well, when x is 4, this becomes 32 plus a fourth. So that's how I chose my values. So then I just chose these values, okay? So that's what the graph looks like. So what's the range of this thing? Well, it looks like there's a minimum value, and then it shoots up here, and then it goes up here. So it's going upward, but there's a minimum value. So the range of values of y, remember, the range of a function are all the values of y that you can put into the function. So if you look at the graph, it's all the y values along the y-axis. Well, it seems like there's a minimum value right there. So it looks like it's a minimum value, and then it's all values above that are possible. So we need to find that minimum value. So let's zoom in. So I'm going to go zoom in for a moment just to get a better picture of this. So I'm going to scroll over, right? And I'm going to go down, because I'm just adjusting my cursor where I want to zoom into. So I'm going to zoom in right there. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to find the minimum value. So I'm going to go to second, right? Calc. And now one of the options is minimum, which is number 3. So if I go down to number 3 and hit enter, now it's going to give me left bound again. So I'm going to do left bound, and then I'm going to do right bound, and then I'm going to go somewhere in the middle here. And there's my minimum value. So it looks like when my minimum value here is 12. Okay, so with that in mind, it looks like my range is all x values that are greater than or equal to 12. And that's the end. That's it. So using the graphing calculator, I found that the range are all values of y greater than or equal to 12. And that's it. Have a great day. See you next time.